G'day, welcome back to the channel. My name is Peachy, aka the Frankston Flipper, aka Mr. Moneyball. We're trying to do this thrifting, smallest time frame put in, smallest amount of effort put in to try and make as much profit as possible. And that means going to select stores. That means in and out as fast as you can, because we've got a full-time job that pays the bills, and this is just more of a hustle on the side to make a bit of money. And surprisingly, we're almost up there with some of the full-timers, which is quite extraordinary. But this week we did have to only thrift a few times, because I'm going to talk myself up and say I had a big work conference, but I was away at a work conference. Not going to try and say like I'm a big businessman like others will and try and pump it up to here when it's really down here somewhere. But that's what happened. So I didn't pick up a whole heap of stuff because I was obviously limited in my time, and I'm not going to 30, 40, 50 different stores. I'm going to basically one. So let's head off to the thrift. And it is time for savers. Let's deliver savers. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we can find. Let's get through the doors. There's door number 1, door number 2. All right, we found this Down to Fraggle Rock. Haven't seen Fraggle Rock as a DVD before, so I thought this might have been a good DVD to buy, but not really. Doesn't really comp up too well, so we put that one back on the shelf. Betty Boop, they had these Betty Boop shot glasses. I think these were separate. Those were 3, and you could buy all 3 at once, I think, and the other one was just by itself. Guess you could put a bit of a Betty Boop set together and get drunk. After the VHS, they had Enter the Dragon. I did pick this up, $1. Bruce Lee. Who doesn't like Bruce Lee? Definitely a classic movie. I think it's got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in it as well. So we did pick that one up. We did put that one in the basket. They had a whole heap of different Goosebumps. Not sure if you need any, but they had pretty much a whole entire collection, and more and more and more. I don't know much about Goosebumps, but I think they were a bit pricey, so that's the only downside. They had this Drummer Hero, $10. You can buy the Drummer Hero or whatever it is. I think it's Drum Hero, or I don't know. Pretend to be a musician set from the PS2 or whatever it is. I don't know. And the boombox. They had this big boombox with the tape deck going back to the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. We used to rock this on your shoulder back when we had biceps, and we just didn't sit around playing video games and watching YouTube, except for my channel. All right, we'll start off with the toys media first. Plush. We didn't pick up any plush, just information. But the first thing we did pick up was this Micro Machines truck. Thought it was pretty cool find, and I couldn't open it up at Savers. I didn't know how to, and it had all this noise inside. I thought it might be filled up with Micro Machine cars, but it's more of a play set. So you get the truck, then inside there's all these parts. I'm not sure if I've got all the parts or not. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to say as is Micro Machines truck. Hopefully it sells. They're not listed too much, but it's mainly American sellers selling it, and they're charging like $50, $60, $100 post. So the price might not be listed high on eBay, but for some reason on the listings I've looked at, the postage is like $100, and I guess that's to Australia. But again, they're not selling that much, so probably a bad buy, but I thought it was a pretty cool find at the time. I'm going to pay what, $6 for this, so can't get it closed actually. Carly got it open. I can't get it closed. Hopefully we can do that soon. Anyway, that's the toys. That's all the only toy I really got this week. On to other media. We picked up this, I think it's a power adapter, an Apple power adapter. So that's pretty cool. Apple products always go hopefully good, make a bit of money, and hopefully pay for a lot of this stuff just in the one-off hit. That's what we like. We get that one product that pays for like a whole week's thrifting. That's when you're doing thrifting right. That's Moneyball. Anyway, off to the video games this week. This one doesn't really go for much, but we didn't pay much for it. Mario versus Sonic, like the Olympic Games or something. Picked up Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire on the PS2. Another Harry Potter, The Chamber of Secrets. Might even do that as a bit of a bundle. And this one also has a bundle. Just Harry Potter and, I don't know, the Half-Blood something. I don't know. Don't know much about Harry Potter. And we picked up Darksiders 2 on Xbox. The VHS, they're selling quite well at the moment. Sell maybe 1 or 2 a week, but again, they don't have heaps. And I pick them up for $1. So if I sell them for $1, sell them for 15, 20 bucks plus post. There's a bit of profit to be made in there, not a huge profit, but when you're paying $1 for something, and that's Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee, like, surely someone's going to want that. Surely. We picked up a Doctor Who, Fury from the Deep on the Blu-ray, and that's sealed, which is always nice. And just a couple of blue healers. I don't know, that season 0.21 or something. Another blue healers, the 4th season, and another blue healers, whatever that is. That's all the toys, the DVDs, the video games, the media. Let's get back to Savers. Back at Savers, and this Cooper's ugly Christmas jumper did catch my eye from a distance. I thought, oh, this looks good, looks a bit different. And they had the purple one and the green one, but they were like 15, 16 bucks each. So just not enough money to be made for there, so we did leave them behind. This also popped out, this Obey hat. I think it was real as well. But again, priced up at about 6, 7 bucks. And I don't really like doing hats. It's not really my cup of tea. Don't like it, I think they're a bit dirty. A bit like the plush, don't like doing plush. MacPack is a good brand, but $21 brand for this, probably asking a bit much. If you're buying it for yourself, yeah, probably decent value, but not for thrifting or reselling. Did find this Style Auto jacket, 17 bucks. I did pick it up. It's got the Ferrari logo on there, and I think it might go okay. I think it's a bit vintage, maybe, possibly vintage. It looks vintage, it feels vintage. A little bit different. We'll take a bit of a risk on that. And also this Clipsal 500 motor car racing, V8 supercars. Don't think it's around anymore, this actual race. I think they got rid of it. But again, someone from Adelaide or South Australia, coming up to winter, they might want to reminisce about the good times of the Clipsal 500. I thought this was a Michigan jacket, but it's a Northcote swim team. So I thought it was a Michigan. They got almost the same colours, same symbol, almost as Michigan, but the Michigan Wolverines, but it was just a Northcote swimming team swim jacket. So we put that back. Saw a Willy Wonka plush. Thought, oh, this is a bit different. Looked it up. Doesn't really go for too much. A little bit different. A little bit unique. I do like showing unique items. That's a unique item right there, but not in our little category of selling stuff. The Roadrunner, this thing was massive. It had newer tags. It was huge. And again, that was part of me why I didn't want to buy it, is because how am I going to post this thing without charging decent postage fees on it? So we put that back. All right, we are back, and today I'm going to show you the t-shirts and the sports jerseys combined, because like I said, I was away at a conference. I'm a big business guy, a big important person, and we kind of went away for the night, couple of day conference away. So the thrifting stopped for a bit because I'm a big business guy and I'm going to have my own podcast soon. No, I'm not going to do that. No, that's silly. Anyway, what do we go on to? We got this St Kilda training jersey, New Balance. Look, St Kilda's starting to sell a lot more than it used to. For a while there, I wasn't buying much St Kilda stuff, but I guess it all depends on their form. This Barcelona, I think this is a fake, but a really good fake, which I like. I will sell a good fake. And that's Barcelona, Nike. It's got Messi on the back. A bit of a blue jersey. I think that's a little bit different. Maybe a little bit of a alternate type jersey, I think. But Messi stuff sells, Barcelona stuff sells. So happy with that. We picked up this Texans NFL jersey. And for some reason, it was only $2.50. That's a bargain. It's meant to be a large, but I don't know. It doesn't look like a large. Maybe it is. Definitely be pretty skin tight. And it's white. I think I've actually picked him up before. What? Might be a kid's large, but it just says large. I don't know. I can't make anything of that. Either way, $2.50. I'm happy with that. Picked up a vintage Carlton polo shirt. Again, I probably wouldn't pick up AFL polos that much, but this one's vintage. It's got that nice, not silk, but very smooth feel to it. And it's vintage, so that always goes better. And again, the member ones, I'd probably avoid the member ones. Actually, I would avoid the member ones. Don't touch them. Found a New Zealand Hurricanes training shirt or singlet, and the Crusader stuff tends to go pretty good. Don't know why. Guess rugby union, very niche type sport these days. I got a Seahawks jersey. This one was only $6.50, so pretty cool. Again, not the biggest size. It's a small. Does look like a small. Seahawks, Seattle, and that's Wilson. So 2 NFL jerseys at $10. That's pretty good. It's got to be money in that. I picked up a Carlton. I think this might be vintage or close to it too. Team Nike, Carlton, $7 or something, $7.50. We're happy to pick that up for $7. Got to be money made in that. Got to be profit made in that. I'm not going to say, oh, look at my 90-day revenue. How good am I? But you look at the profit and it's like, whoa. Melbourne jersey, just a new Balance. Nothing too special there. That's all the sports jerseys. Like I said, I'll continue with the t-shirts. A VB t-shirt. Someone's going to want that. Blood, sweat, and beer. Blood, sweat, and beer. Victoria Bitter. Someone's going to wear that proudly. Surely somebody's going to want that. There's got to be profit in that. Speaking of VB, we got another beer. We got Foster's this time. And everyone says they hate Foster's. They don't drink Foster's. Foster's taste like junk. But for some reason, people seem to like Foster's, the brand. I don't know. It's maybe because it's Australian. They don't drink it, but they just like wearing it. Or they're really, really old school back when Foster's may have been good. I don't know. Next t-shirt. It's a Sam Greco one. Taking a bit of a risk on this. Sam Greco, I'd say $3 risk. I'll pay $3. Someone's going to want that for $3 at least. We're going to get the money back at least. Sam Greco, kickboxer. Pretty famous. Back in the day. I think he's retired now. This t-shirt here's like a Final Fight, like a Street Fighter t-shirt. Thought it was pretty cool. It's got that as the front. Then on the back it's got kind of, I like the back actually better than the front. It's got like more of the gameplay happening there. I'm not sure if it's Guile, and I actually don't know much about Street Fighter, so I'm not going to pretend I do. Just thought it was a pretty cool t-shirt. If that one doesn't sell, I might wear that one myself. It's about my size. Next thing, Country Road. Country Road in the black. Never lets you down, Country Road, if you get it for the right price. And the last t-shirt here, I actually don't know what this is. 21 Savage. I think it's a band. Just thought it was a pretty cool t-shirt. 21 Savage t-shirt. We're happy to pick that one up for $3, $3.50. Got to be profiting that, right? And again, I'm happy to make $10-15 if it's fairly low risk and we can experiment a bit. All right, let's head back to Savers. And we are off to the wonderful world of the toy section, the toy aisle, the toy department, to see if we can find any wonderful goodness. Did find this Bluey plush, but we put it back. Don't like touching blush. Did find this, is it an Etch-a-Sketch? And we're just signing our name there. No autographs, but we'll give you one. There you go, there's Peachy. Thank you for coming. And we also found this Micro Machines truck. I think this is like almost vintage. I couldn't open it, just couldn't get it open. I had to get Carl to open it when I got it home. I was hoping there was a whole bunch of Micro Machines in there because I shaked it, it made a noise. But when I got home, it was just more of a play set, unfortunately. But still, I think it might go okay. I'm not sure. That is Turtle Van. Again, I would have picked this up, but unfortunately, it's always this side door. I don't know what kids are doing to this side door, but they are absolutely ripping it off. Got to be gentle with your toys. Respect your toys, guys. And this Mario, this Super Mario, I think it's like you pop him down and he pops up or something. I actually don't really know. It's like a Tommy thing. I think he jumps up like a Mario in the box, something similar to that. Again, it was $3.50. I thought about it, but I couldn't be bothered with it. So again, someone else can enjoy Mario jumping in the box. It's had this Lego set. Again, it was open. It was like someone checked for parts or something. Cool truck. But again, you just don't know, and the parts are already falling out. You don't know if you're getting all the parts or not. So it's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. I'll pass. Again, I thought this was pretty cool. I was always going to buy this just so I could launch the helicopter down at the park and have a bit of fun. I didn't. Kind of regret it. I reckon this would have been cool if it worked. Not too much. That's a fair price, I think. $30. Have a bit of fun with it. Launch it. Did find these figures. I had a bit of toys. Saw this Bratz figure. I was hoping the rest were Bratz, but I don't think they were. If they had all been like mini Bratz figures, I would have picked this up in a heartbeat. But I think it was just a bunch of little toys. Some might have been Bratz, but I couldn't be bothered dealing with it. If they're all Bratz, yes, definitely, but I don't think they were. And that is NBA toys. There's Luka back in the Dallas before Nico Harrison traded him away for next to nothing. One of the craziest trades of the year. They had these green monsters. I don't know what they were. I thought that one on the right was pretty cool. A lot of detail in that. But I didn't Google lens it or anything like that. I just said, nah, someone else can have it. I'm not interested. And yeah, Funkos, we've got to leave them on the shelf. They had these Frozen, a whole bunch of figures from Frozen. I did pick this up for a friend. They love Frozen. They love Elsa. So I said, do you want this? It's like $6. It's all Elsa. It's all Frozen characters, I think. Most of it's Frozen. They said yes. So that's Mr. Peachy being kind and give it a gift. And hey, it's Collingwood autographed jumper from 2005, I think it was. All the autographs there. $200 though. So that's a bit expensive. But yeah, cool to see in the thrift. Bit of the showcase. Let's get back. And our last category, the jackets, jumpers, all those things that keep you warm. It is getting a bit cooler now in Melbourne. It is almost winter, pretty much a week out from winter. So people are starting to get a little bit more cool. They're starting to buy their things, their jumpers and jackets to keep them warm. And I sold quite a few jackets in the last couple of weeks, which has been good because I bought them a while back. Played in the head. And the first jumper, I'm not sure about this one. I just thought it was funny. It is a Uncle Rico, which is a brand I've bought quite a lot, and it's a boats, and you can read it there. Just a pretty cool, I don't know, a bit of a funny jumper. Maybe if you're taking your yacht out and you've got a partner, you can wear this. Maybe not. My goal is to make money, whether you agree with what it says or not. Picked up an Adidas jacket. This is pretty warm as well. Does tend to have a bit more of a warmth inside. I'm not sure if that's an old school or not, or vintage. It's got that nice writing down the side of the arm. Nothing on the back. So, just a nice jacket. Good one to keep you warm. We picked up this. I think it's pretty much our biggest spend of the week. This is his Clipsal 500 jacket, which I'm hoping goes all right. Clipsal 500 Adelaide. Not sure that's around anymore, so it's probably got nostalgia purposes as well. Holding that up, silly. Clipsal 500 on the back. I like things, jackets that got things on the back. Just a cool jacket. And again, coming up to winter, someone hopefully from Adelaide's going to want to wear that. And this one, it's a brand. It seemed to compact pretty good. This. It's all over the place. It's called Style Auto. And again, paying about $17 for this jacket, but some of the comps seem to go all right. And it's got the Ferrari logo on it somewhere. So again, that probably adds a value. But we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. I'm showing this, not really showing this too well, but it's got an interesting smell to it actually. It's not an awful smell, just a unique smell. Kind of a good unique smell. That's a bit weird. Anyway, on that note, see you next time. Good luck in the thrift. Except my one. Stay away from that one.